Welcome friends. Today's video wanted to share with you a little bit of the science behind the quality beef that we raise. A lot of this farm to table. If you look at, there's a lot of different variables, right, when looking at selecting bulls or mating choices, etc. And since we do a lot of freezer beef, one thing in particular we get to pay attention to and actually get to see the final results is the amount of marbling in the ribeye area and some of the carcass traits that are in these Angus cattle. And so today's video wanted to kind of share a little bit of the science behind it. We got the vet to come out, Dr. Scarlett. He does a phenomenal job for us, and he actually walks through and shows collecting some carcass data. So they'll actually take an ultrasound of these bulls and take some ribeye area measurements with the ultrasound, as well as take some still images. Now the good thing about this is the American Angus Association, they do all the measurements. So the only thing that the vet is allowed to do is actually use the ultrasound machine, take the pictures, and then they get sent directly to the Angus Association, and then they actually do all the measurements. So when it comes to EPDs and you start looking at marbling and carcass area and some of those carcass traits in the ribeye area, it does matter. For those that are selling calves straight to the feedlot, maybe this parameter is not really important. All you guys a lot of times care about is just the pounds, but for us that are doing a lot of farm to table, the amount of marbling and the carcass performance of these animals really matter. And so that kind of goes into some of our mating choices and breeding choices. But this is just a little bit of science that goes on behind making quality beef, that it does matter. It's like I said, it's a ever-changing industry, and the science portion of it is one of the things that I really enjoy. I love it, and being able to actually see and match up steaks that you get with EPDs on the carcass side of the animal, and see it go all the way through into the final product is pretty good. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy the video. And like I said, this is kind of the science behind raising some quality beef.
So this is the cross section of the ribeye. Can y'all see it? This is how it would look on the plate.
Oh, I got you. So all that white's the fat, like the marbling?
Yeah, but we look at that on a different image.
Oh, okay.
So if you look, it starts at the top here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little acorn fat, that little white thumb.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to come around here and then go back up right through there.
Okay.
So again, that's a cross-sectional view. They do, they'll trace it and give you a ribeye area, and then about 3/4 of the way across, they'll do a back fat measurement right there.
Oh, okay.
So how much extra fat sitting there that we don't get to use, it just gets cut off.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're looking at the same exact muscle, but instead of a cross-sectional view, it's a longitudinal view. We're sitting on top of the last 3 ribs. And this is where they'll get the marbling measurement. So again, it's the same muscles, that tube up top. Those 3 dark areas, that's the ribs we're sitting on top of.
Yep.
You see the diaphragm kind of moving down there in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Peek. So the more white you see in there, the better.
So that look decent then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Peek. If you had heifers, then you could see the heifers actually look better. Peek.
Well, there you go, folks. That's it. Just a brief kind of overview of taking some carcass data. Good thing is when we got the results back, these bulls here actually tested pretty good, really well, which gave us an indication, the breeding choices and our mating and our breeding program is headed in the right direction. So it's always good to check, and the data is good. So if you're not using EPDs when it comes to marbling and ribeye area, especially if you're doing farm to table, it might be a parameter you want to study up on a little bit and understand that, and maybe use that in some of your breeding choices as well. So, well, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching.